A 6-play scoring drive for All Saints. Took 2 minutes, 12 seconds off the clock. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run. His third of the year by Jacob Matlock. A pooch kick by Andrew Lynn, and that one bounces and ends up with the Saints. Hit the Viking up back, and there's a scrum. Extracurriculars out there that are drawing all sorts of flags, but All Saints, the most important takeaway is the takeaway itself.
Boy, that was a great kick by Andrew Lynn. He's been pushing those kicks all year, and this one hits perfect.
As soon as he let it hit the ground, I knew something was going to happen right there. He put his hand up to make a fair catch, but he didn't go up and make the catch. Now we've got some extracurricular activity right here. Let's see what happens.
Well, you know what happened there? The receiver had a momentary lapse of reason thinking he's catching a punt. He forgets it's a live ball. You have to get on that ball.
Make that play.
We may have offsetting at this point. Unsportsmanlike on one, unsportsmanlike on the other. And those offset, and the Saints got some momentum, ladies and gentlemen, you hear on senior night here at McNair Stadium. So to open up the second half, the Saints fumble on their kickoff return, and a big fumble on a Nolan kickoff return has set up All Saints with a 1st and 10 from the Vikings 28. 3:31 left to go, third quarter. Hillman nowhere to go, evades one defender, a sure sack. He slips out of that, and he makes a run close to the line of scrimmage.
This is actually a design quarterback keeper. Hillman was just a little bit late breaking out of it. He wanted to look left and take the run.
Well, he loses about a half yard on that. So they'll technically call this a 2nd down and 11.
And immediately they substitute back to the two tights. So you see Breedlove and Bothwell back in the game in a two tights look.
Matlock the runner just off the left hip of Hillman. He takes off, Hillman looking to throw. Has Matlock open on a wheel, fires it down, and that is a nice defensive play, swatting it away at the end. Incomplete.
That protection up front gave him an opportunity to kind of move his feet as soon as he was just running a swing, and as soon as he saw his quarterback in trouble, he took off and ran a go. Great protection up front. That is a heck of a play.
Yeah, they scored on that last week.
That's a heck of a play.
Brendan Riley.
Yeah, Riley coming over the top. Big 3rd down right here.
3rd and 11 for All Saints.
Look for the tight end cross again.
4 wide. Tight ends in the slot. Will stop. Money Parks gets out of the way of one defender. Shoulders another and down inside the 10. 1st and goal, All Saints.
Boy, the Saints are playing with some vengeance right now. We got an injury on the field.
Is that their big pass rusher that's down there? I can't tell. Is that Mensah? What a great play on that curl route. Now watch Money get this ball and just turn his pads going north and south. He wanted to go score right here. Attaway. Put your head down and get it on, brother.
Yet to see a number on the jersey of the injured Viking on the field.
He's cramping again. It's
I think it's
nose tackle, isn't it?
No, I don't. Yeah, I think it is Mensah.
Yeah, that is Nana Osafa Mensah, who was injured yet still played last year in both of the meetings against All Saints, and pretty much the Saints bottled him up through the night.
Yeah, and I'm not sure this is a cramp. It looks like they're
looking at that knee, maybe, huh?
Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but it doesn't look like a cramp situation.
Well, as they tend to him, we will step aside momentarily, but when we come back, a 1st and goal for All Saints. They will do it from the 8-yard line of Nolan Catholic. 23-14, Nolan Catholic with the lead, but the Saints knocking on the door. And back after this.
I don't know if you knew, it's just my similar there. Talk to Clark and give him the attaboy. I love seeing it when people, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
Got there's some people out there giving that kid some balance. He's hustling out there tonight. Clark is.
With a little bit of a limp favoring that left leg, The highly touted 6'4" defensive end, Nane Osario Sapamensa, leads the field.
I'll be surprised if the Saints don't go to attack that side that he's been coming off of this, what is the offensive right side. It surprised me right here for them not to crack that or come right back at that. And they're going to widen here, boy. It looks like they...
And a little bit of switch here in the second half. I just noticed Michael Flores has moved from right guard to right tackle. And that's where Jacob Matlock runs. Head of steam, has his way through, touchdown! Fort Worth All Saints. No, we have a knee right before the goal line.
And a flag down here. They've got a flag down here on our sideline.
And Peyton Kramer is writhing right now around the 4-yard line. So all sorts of action on this particular play.
Yeah, they went right back at that right side where the defensive end had come out, and he bounces it outside right here.
Great
good
vision
bounce,
by
good
Matlock
vision.
there. And what an effort getting all the way around. And let's see here, he
Just
is
tripped
down
up,
just
yep.
short of the goal line.
I'm not sure. Was it a pre-snap penalty? I didn't see anything on the perimeter.
They just picked up the flag. We just got the notice from the referee, Harvey Smith, who picked up the flag and waved it. Touchdown is a signal.
Wow, let's see that again. Maybe if we got a look.
I mean, it is quite possible that that knee simultaneously hit as the plane was broken by the ball.
Look here, he's reaching as his knee goes down. Right. That's where he hits Kramer right there. That's where Kramer gets hurt right there on his left knee. And as he goes down, his elbow looks like it
extends that ball.
Right. What an effort by Matlock.
That's a great effort to get that ball in there.
Second rushing touchdown of the night for Matlock. Andrew Lynn gets this one off and through the uprights. And oh, ladies and gentlemen, we got quite a ball game on our hands. 2:25 left to go in the third quarter. A 2-point game, 23-21. Vikings still have the lead, but Saints have taken over the momentum here at McNair Stadium tonight in Fort Worth. Back after this. This is the Texas 24/7 Television Network. Peyton's all right. He had just battled back from, what was it, knee, I think it was. Well, some brilliant special teams play and excellent punting by T. Love have given the All Saints offense brilliant starting position here in the second half, and they marched 28 yards into the end zone on an 8-yard touchdown run by Jacob Matlock, his second of the night.
And special teams coach Mike Fayler's a little excited too. He's got his motor running. He didn't have any hair. He'd be standing straight up if he had some.
2-point game, 23-21 Vikings. 2:25 left to go in the third. Another pooch kick by Andrew Lynn. This one high. Fielded at the 29 and nowhere to go. What coverage.
Really good coverage right there. And we get another late flag. What is the... Well, I tell you what, guys, we're getting some extracurricular activity. Let's look on the right side of the screen right here. Somewhere, somebody blows in on the right side, and it's a late flag.
Oh.
Sure, boy, what a really good coverage right there. Nice job of covering. Boy, here's where you got to be smart now, and I'm sure that both coaches are telling their players, men, you can't get these after-the-play penalties.
Well, it's on All Saints.
Well, I didn't even see where that might be.
That's a 15-yarder. Takes that ball from the 29, though. Changes field position right now.
It's just like you said, Glenn. You can't be having these after-the-play penalties.
I mean, especially right there, you got the momentum and back on the 29-yard line. You got to be a smart football player right here. You got to play smart.
Sets up a 1st and 10 for the Vikings from their own 44-yard line. 2:23 left to go, third quarter, 23-21 Vikings. Luke Macias has 2 touchdown passes tonight. 206 yards through the air in the shotgun. 4 wide, trips to the right side. Here comes the rush. Throws it. Nice little play and catch. Marvin Young catches it in Saints territory, gain of 13.
Good comeback. That's a good throw and catch right there. And immediately now they're going to try to get back into their momentum and back into their groove. Hurry into the football.
Waiting on the officials to set the ball. 1st and 10 from the Saints 44. Handoff goes to Megwa.
Oh, that's a big hit right there.
Down, gain of 5 at the 40-yard line by Micah Megwa.
Wyatt Mertz coming up making a play. He's coming up from the safety position. We're just getting into the secondary too quick.
2nd down and 6. Play action on the slat, and that just bounced off of Marvin Young Jr. Incomplete.
When he had it. They went in motion the other way and brought him on the slant.
So a 3rd down and 6 from the 40-yard line of All Saints for the Vikings, and Nolan will pause a little bit in this tempo. More substitutions.
They're pausing because this is a big 3rd down call with 1:43 to play in the 3rd quarter. Be interesting to see if Coach Edmondson brings the pressure here.
Man in motion left to right. Play action to Trey King. There is the pressure. Throw in the backfield. Swarmed. No gain on the play. 4th down, Charles Sanders with the tackle.
That's a great play from the linebacker position coming out to make that play by Charles Sanders. They didn't really want that screen.
That's a good defensive stop right there. When you had that 15-yard penalty.
Look here, Charles Sanders hangs on, wraps him up. That's a big play.
But look how many Saints jerseys are around that football. That's what I like too. You got 5 guys around the football.
Charles Sanders in the past 3 weeks of play, 3 weeks ago 13 tackles, then 12, 9 last week in an interception. He's had a nice little run there for the sophomore. And it's starting middle linebacker. 4th down and maybe a delay of game. No, false start.
False start. Look like on number 7, Eric Gonzalez.
Well, that clock, the play clock expired just as he jumped, so it was going to be one or the other.
Yeah, he might have been looking at the clock when he jumped.
Backs it up to the 49 midfield, and now Easton Thaler takes off towards the sidelines, and here comes Donche Douglas in for the punt return. Reinhardt boots this one, and it's just a little floater that bounces at the 30 and out of bounds.
Yeah, it's good field position. Good field position right there, and a great stop by the Saints defense. Well, the momentum is on this side of the field,
you can feel it. You can feel it in the air. You can hear it in the stands. The final home game of the regular season for 2018 for All Saints. Next week they head to West Texas and play Midland Christian, who is idle tonight. 1st and 10 from their own 30 for All Saints. 48 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
On the draw. Little draw right there. Tried to catch him up the field. Now Mensah is back in the game, and they tried to catch him playing, aggressive and getting up the field and hit that draw behind it. The linebackers were there to make a play.
As the alarm system around McNair Stadium goes off, that's what you're hearing. But 2nd down and 7. Play action, and that ball swatted away by who else? Osafa Mensah.
You're going to have to account for him, man. You cannot let him just come up the field as big and long as he is. Now that sets up a 3rd and 7. 16 seconds to play here in this quarter. That down with a little. That Brockermeyer. He's having some cramp issues.
Big Tommy Brockermeyer, the left tackle for All Saints. That'll give us a momentary pause with those 16 seconds stretch mentioned left here in the 3rd quarter. 23-21. This second half started with All Saints fumbling on the return off the kickoff. And then subsequently, with only 38 yards out to the goal line, Nolan takes it in to extend their lead on a 26-yard touchdown pass. And then the scoring kicked back up for All Saints, is kicking right back up and jogging off the field is the sophomore Tommy Brockemeyer. All Saints came back to score, and doing so twice, courtesy of Jacob Matlock on the ground. Here comes a 3rd down and 6 for All Saints.
I like your call, Glenn. Let's want to see if they can pull that tight end on the cross again.
Well, they put both tight ends now on the near side. Accompanying Jordan Jones.
Money's got man coverage at the top.
That's what they want to
Hillman
go.
being flushed. That's where he throws it, rifles it, gets Money, parks at the logo, spins out of one tackle inside the 40 and down to the 35-yard line. All Saints on the move.
Yeah, they would bring the tight end back to this side where they got 2 tight ends on the right, and that singles Money up to your left side. And you look, nice job by Hillman. He looks the safety off and then comes back. He knows where his bread and butter is and sticks that football. We're gonna have a change of quarter. And the All Saints fans are yucking it up, boys. The momentum is on this side of the field right now.
Well, the tidal wave has shifted as we head to the 4th. A 2-point game, 23-21. The Vikings have the lead. The Saints trying to do something about it. We'll see if they can after this. The concluding quarter of regulation coming on the Texas 24/7 television network.